television's new kind of program is brought to you every week at the same time by Hazel Bishop No Smear Lipstick, America's largest selling lipstick.
It's all right now to say goodbye to lipstick smudge and smear. With Hazel Bishop lipstick on, you'll have a bright new year. You'll keep K-I-S-S kissable. Your life will be more blissable. Your kisses more permissible, 'cause you're a Hazel Bishop girl.
And now, here's Ralph Edwards himself.
Hello, everyone. How do you do, everybody? Coast to coast, and a happy, happy New Year from Hazel Bishop No Smear Lipstick. Now, as you know, This Is Your Life specializes in pleasant surprises. But this time we're doing something we've never done before. Now, to sort of get us off on the right foot and to usher in the new year, we've invited the internationally famous singing star and nightclub entertainer, Miss Nellie Lutcher, to sing as only she can. Let's start the new year right. Miss Nellie Lutcher, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. Hey, look at here now. Nellie.
Let's start the new year right. 12 o'clock tonight when they dim the light, let's begin. Kissing the old year in, kissing the new year out. Let's watch the new year done. One is by our hopes as high as the sky. How can our love go wrong if we start the new year right? Goodbye, 52. Hello, 53. Glad to meet you, and I'm glad to greet you. Tell me, what have you in store for me, 53? What? A hit record! Let's watch the old year die with the fond goodbye, and our hopes as high as a kite. How can I let go wrong? Well, let's start the new year. Let's start the new year right.
That was terrific. If I may borrow an expression you send me.
Oh, do I? Well, then.
No, that's truly wonderful. It's really a thrill to have you here and play for us, you know, and sing for us and all that kind of stuff there. What's that new record you got coming out?
Oh, you mean I love you muchly, verily?
Yeah, we're going to be looking forward to that too.
Okay.
Hey ho 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 ho.
She sends me, too.
What?
You've come a long way, Nellie, since you went to Second Ward School in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Now, just a minute. Where'd that voice come from, Nellie Lutcher? Did you recognize it?
No.
No? It's a voice out of your early childhood, Nellie. Now, listen carefully. It has a startling message for you.
This is your life, Nellie Lutcher.
This is your life. This has just been a whole break, gal. How you doing?
Well, I don't know.
You just can't say anything. Well, bless your heart, Nellie Lutcher. We lured you here on a pretext, darling, so that we could honor you. Through hard work, hope ever riding high in your heart, with unflinching faith in God and unselfish loyalty to your family and friends, and a mother's devotion and love for her son, you rose from poverty to high eminence in the entertainment world. Here, I always carry this around. I see you need it. Yes, that's why this is your life, Nellie Lutcher. Oh, babe. Come on over here to our honor chair. Let's go over here, Nellie, while we spin the record of your life back to the date of your birth. Okay? Right over here now. Let's get cozy about this whole thing. October 15th, 1916. Where were you born, Nellie?
Lake Charles.
Yeah. You didn't dream you'd be sitting here, did you, girl?
No, I sure didn't.
I know you didn't. Yes, you were born in Lake Charles in an unpainted three-room house at 424 Boulevard. Your parents still live there in Lake Charles, don't they?
Yes, they do.
On the same street at 512.
That's
Their health makes it impossible for them to travel. But I assure you they're watching tonight. I bet you. But this is 1916, and you're the first of 10 children born to Susan and Isaac Lutcher. What do you remember most about your childhood, Nellie? Do you feel like talking about it?
I remember a very wonderful mother, very wonderful father, and a very wonderful music teacher who's not living today to witness this.
Yes. Dad delivering meat for the Houston Packing Company and Mother taking in washing to help out. With the family growing, a bright new ribbon for your pigtails was a real event.
Nellie was more interested in the piano in the old parlor than the new ribbons for her hair.
Now, there's that voice again. You still don't place it, eh, Nellie? Hmm? It's understandable if you don't, because you haven't heard it in over 20 years, you know. It belongs to the charming lady, a dear friend of yours, who was the school nurse who looked down your now famous throat in your Lake Charles childhood, Miss Maud Reed. And here she is. Look here, Nellie.
I'm awfully glad to see you, Nellie.
Nellie can't talk much right now, Miss Reed, but what about that old piano, Miss Reed, the one in the Lutcher parlor, huh?
Well, her mother had to skimp and save for a long time in order to pay for it on time.
I'm sure.
And it was a luxury, of course, when they got it. But at first, they shooed Nellie away from the piano.
Who'd ever want to shoo you away from the piano, Nellie, huh?
But one day, they found Nellie ticking over the keys, and finally she evolved a little tune, and after that, the piano was hers.
Wonderful. You had to stand on the family Bible so you could reach the keyboard. Oh, my.
While other children were getting their nets and poles to go to the fishing pond, Nellie was busy at her piano.
Now, who would that be, Nellie? He was principal of your school and still is, and the husband of your childhood music teacher, whom you've just said passed on. It's Professor Ralph Clifton Raynaud of Lake Charles, Louisiana, and here he is.
Well, hello, Nellie. I'm so glad to see you. Glad to see you.
Well, Nellie was a hard worker, you say, Professor Raynaud. Was she a hard worker, sir?
And not only a hard worker, but for years, she would have the children to come to her home, and she would work for her mother on the wash tub. And many days have I seen her stand on a little bench over the wash tub and wash the small pieces of articles, while she and her sister would carry into the laundry.
Well, it isn't genius alone that makes for success, is it, Professor Raynaud?
No, indeed, not her by any means. While she had plenty of that, yet she could hear a piece of music and play it back to you exactly as it is written by ear.
Well, you played for the choir, didn't you, Nellie?
Yes, I did.
You did? At the, what was the name of the church? Sunlight Baptist Church. At the age of 7.
But that's where she came near getting a punishment.
Oh, it did? You almost got a paddling? How was
Paddling.
that, sir? Huh?
Well, she was playing for the, practicing at the church, and to our astonishment, we heard a peculiar kind of music, something like a jazz music coming from the piano.
Church? Did you do that, Nellie? It wasn't really jazz at all, was it?
It wasn't. It just was a good feeling.
Sort of. Jubilee music, sort of, eh? Well, thank you very much, Miss Maud Reed and Professor Ralph Clifton Raynaud, for coming here to Hollywood to take your places in Nellie Lutcher's life. Have seats over there in the club. We'll join you in just a moment. Oh, dear. Well, we're going to have some fun here on our New Year's Eve show. I know Nellie is. We hope that you're having fun, everybody. Gee, what a wonderful night, the most wonderful in the year, New Year's Eve. Now, that song that Bonnie King sang at the beginning of the show keeps running through my head, you know. Resolve right now to say goodbye to lipstick, smudge, and smear. With Hazel Bishop lipstick on, you'll have a bright new year. Now, girls, that advice couldn't possibly come at a better time, so I think I'd better call on one of my favorite Hazel Bishop girls to tell you more about it. Lovely movie star Anita Louise.
Thank you, Ralph. You've often heard us say that Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick stays on 4 to 5 times longer than ordinary lipstick. That it won't smear off when you eat, smoke, or kiss. Well, tonight, millions of women are going to prove that Hazel Bishop lipstick won't smear off from one year to the next. Now, I don't exactly expect that you'll be
rubbing your hand across your mouth, saying, see, my lipstick won't smear off. But when things get a bit brisk around midnight, you want to be sure that your lipstick stays on you, not on him. So I'm going to rub my hand across my mouth again to show you that if you are wearing Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick, it positively will stay on your mouth where it belongs. Now, before you put Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick to such a rugged test, let the color set for a couple of minutes or so. Then blot carefully with a tissue. Until no more red lip prints come off. Then your Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick stays bright, stays creamy, stays on and on and on. And it will help protect your lips from winter dryness, because Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick contains wonderfully soothing lanolin. Yes, that's Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick, America's largest selling lipstick, and it should be your lipstick.
How we doing, Nellie, huh?
I'm doing wonderful.
You having fun?
Yes, I am.
She's just been telling me she was never so surprised in her life, and of course we know that, too. Oh, my. She also told me she wears Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick. She was listening to Anita. God bless you. That's fine. You're going to need it before you're through, kid. Oh, my. This is a real New Year's surprise we fixed up for you. Well, there's lots more to come, so hang on, Nellie Lutcher. This is your life. It's 1924 in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The Lutcher family is growing, and you, the oldest, have to help Mom with a half-dozen younger kids. 1928, you're 12 years old, Nellie. Your father organizes an entertainment group. You play such Texas towns as Deweyville, Besme, and Port Arthur, right? How many were in that group, Nellie? Do you remember? About 8, weren't there?
8.
You traveled in an old, battered Model T. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Then there was a whole bunch of them. Let's see, one was Alan Praed. He weighed 300 pounds.
Yes.
He was one member, yeah.
That was then. That's 20 years ago, but today is 404.
404 pounds. Now, this we have to see, huh, Nellie? All right, if you can get through our Hazel Bishop Archway, come in, Alan Praed, now of New Iberia, Louisiana. My goodness, how they ever got you in a Model T, let alone 7 other people with you, is a mystery to me, Al.
Well, we had our difficult. A lot of time when we get to a hill, and I'd get out and walk up, and they'd run up and call you.
Is that right, Nellie?
That's very true.
Yeah, my. Well, that way at least you'd get to lose some weight.
No, I never lost. Always gained.
Will you join Nellie's pass there, please? Alan Praed, go over there and have a couple of chairs. While we move along through the year. Well, you're 14 years old here in 1930, Nellie Lutcher. You're playing for parties and dances at 50 cents a night. You find time to embroider this pillow slip here for your mother. You remember this?
Yes, I do.
You embroidered that.
Yes,
Don't ask us how we got it, because we got a lot of things made. What's the SL for, huh?
Susie Lutcher. It's my mother's initial.
Yes, well, you see, we know all about you, Nellie. 1931, 32, 33, 1934. You're playing in and around Lake Charles in New Orleans with Clarence Hart and his little band. The income's pretty meager. You keep a little for yourself. Most of it goes to Mom and Dad and the kids. You continue to play for the church. 1935, a climax, a turning point in your career, Nellie Lutcher.
Nellie took the $27 which had taken her 3 years to save and came to Hollywood.
Now, whose voice is that, Nellie? She's been beside you all through your professional career, your companion,
Vida.
secretary, your sister Vida. Here she is. Here. bless you. My goodness, I'd be awful proud to have a sister like that, too, Vida. What made Nellie decide suddenly to leave Lake Charles and come to Hollywood, Vida?
Well, Stephen Fetchit was making a personal appearance.
Yes.
And his pianist took sick, so Nellie had to take over.
Uh-huh.
He told Nellie she'd do very good in Hollywood, and she had great talent.
Oh, and you took his advice, huh, Nellie? You came to Hollywood.
But it wasn't all the bed of roses for Nellie when she came to Hollywood. She played many of the little honky-tonks during the year.
I'm sure. Not easy to hit the big time, is it? Well, thank you, Vida, Sister Vida, for telling us about the career-turning part in your sister Nellie's life. Join your past there, please. My, the club's filling up, and the record of her life is spinning on. 1936, and you're in Hollywood. So let's move back. Come on, Nellie, to the surroundings that have become familiar to you as one of the world's greatest nightclub entertainers. Come on over here to the piano you know so well. Come on, sit over here. Here's the gang. Here's Nellie. Oh, come on, sit down at the keyboard here, honey. This is a far cry from the old piano in your mother's parlor in Lake Charles, isn't it, Nellie? Yes, it is. Oh, my. Well, your marriage is not a happy one, and you have to work hard to support your son, Talmadge. Where is he now, by the way?
He's in New Orleans.
In New Orleans. The music we're listening to is a song you wrote for him, isn't it?
That's right.
Well, it's called what?
My little boy.
My Little Boy, and you wrote it for Talmadge. The little boy is 16 now, and I'll bet he's mighty proud of Mom. My goodness. But these are the late 30s and 40s in your life, Nellie Lutcher, and you're picking up whatever money you can, playing one-night stands in little cafes on Main Street, on Western Avenue, and at 7th and Wall here in Los Angeles. You're not a star yet, so it's $14 a week on Main Street. It's, $15 a week at the Club Alabama, $50 a week on a gambling ship.
But then the tide turned for Nellie in 1947, thanks to a March of Dimes broadcast she did over a local station here in Hollywood.
Whose voice is that?
Dave Dexter.
Yes, he played a long shot. Had you record your song, Hurry On Down, for Capitol Records, and started you on the road to prosperity and fame, Dave Dexter, and here he is. Oh, gosh.
You did all right with Hurry On Down, didn't you?
Huh? Darn right. How did the March of Dimes broadcast figure in it, Dave? Tell us.
Well, her little brother Joe came in one day to my office at Capitol with some songs he had written, and he had them on a little homemade record.
Yes.
Now, the songs we couldn't use.
Yes.
But the girl who was singing on this record, he said, was his sister, and she was great.
Yeah, so you signed her?
Oh, no, Joe, he was a little miffed because we didn't like the songs. He grabbed his little record, ran out the door, and I lost track of everything.
Well, what'd you do, Dave?
Well, I had to wait till about a year later,
Yeah.
and I heard Nellie on a March of Dimes charity broadcast here in Hollywood. And right then I knew that was it.
Yes, thanks to you, Dave Dexter. Right, Nellie?
That's right.
I should say. Well, hurry on down, by the way. Hurry on down to our club here and just sit here and join
Thank
her
you, Ralph.
past, Dave.
Thank you.
You're truly an important part of it. Hurry on down. The song you wrote and recorded, Nellie, turned out to be one of Capitol Records' greatest hits. Listen. That's it. That's it. Oh, there it is. Isn't that something? This led you to write other songs and to record them. It also made you, Nellie Lutcher, a headline entertainer in every important night spot in America and in Europe.
Oh, he's got a fine brown frame.
Yes. Cafe Society in New York, and your song, Nellie, A Fine Brown Frame.
See is his fine brown frame. How long have you been around, Mr.
Yeah.
Who does he send me? Yes, he does.
Here it comes.
Does he send me?
He sends me at the Hippodrome in Manchester, England.
Sends me, yes, he does. He's nonchalant and carefree as can be.
Bring back a flood of memories, don't they? Now listen to this.
Carefree as can be. But the way... Oh, Lake Charles. Oh, Lake Charles.
You pay tribute to your
Oh,
hometown,
Lake
Lake Charles. Far away, Glasgow, Scotland. The Empire Theater. Oh, we didn't hear much of it. We heard some of it, didn't we, kids? Wonderful. Well, You're wowing them at the Oriental Theater in Chicago with the ever-popular Let Me Love You Tonight.
Let me love you tonight. Let me tell you how much I adore all of your charms.
And they're screaming for more at the Palomar in Seattle. You're singing The Lady's in Love with You.
If there is a gleam in her eyes, each time she straightens your eyes.
Well, we could just go on and on, but there's one song we haven't heard you sing, Nellie Lutcher. My Little Boy, written for Talmadge, your little boy. Would you mind singing it for us, Nellie? Just a little of it. Huh?
My little boy, my little boy, you are my pride and joy. I love you, I love you. My
Look who we got here. Who's this? Talmadge. Yes, your son, Talmadge, Nellie, a wonderful guy, and he's not playing hooky from school now, honey. Don't you worry. Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown, head of Palmer Memorial Institute, gave him permission to be here. Isn't that right, Talmadge?
Right, Ralph, and I wouldn't have missed it for anything in the world, but I just can't thank you for all the things you've done for me.
Oh, bless your heart. That's the greatest tribute any mother could hope for. Well, sit down here with Mommy. Move over, Nellie, and let son Talmadge sit here. This is your life, Nellie Lutcher. Look around you. There's your life from the past to the present. Now, what about 1953 and the years to come? It's always hard to predict the future, but I think it's safe to predict your Hazel Bishop future is going to start off with a mighty happy new year. Now, before we let you in on the secret, though, Bob Warren has a prediction he'd like to make. Okay, Bob?
Yes, I'd like to go on record as saying that in 1953, women will stop wearing old-fashioned rouge, will want natural-looking color on their cheeks. The kind of natural-looking color you've always wanted, but can only get with Hazel Bishop's wonderful new Complexion Glow.
I'd like to make a prediction, too. I predict that in 1953, you will no more think of going without Complexion Glow than you think of going without your lipstick. Here, let me show you why. Old cake and paste rouges pile up on the surface of your skin, like this. That's why they look hard and unnatural, why they streak and blotch. But now let me show you why Complexion Glow is the natural-looking color that you need for your cheeks. As you see, it's a creamy liquid. Just one little drop on each cheek. Blends in so perfectly with your own natural skin tone that it never leaves a sharp edge of color or any spotty patches of rouge. Just a soft, youthful glow, a radiance and sparkle that you could never get with just rouge, or for that matter, with any other cosmetic. Yes, only Hazel Bishop's Complexion Glow is made for glow, not show. It always looks natural, never looks rouge.
So, girls, be smart. Today or tomorrow, sure. Get Complexion Glow wherever you buy your Hazel Bishop No Smear lipstick.
Well, my goodness. Now, Nellie Lutcher, out of your past and present into your future. All your past, by the way, has been flown to Hollywood by a luxurious 300-mile-an-hour TWA Transworld Airlines Constellation, the airline that features a special thrift service to Europe and Sky Tourist service in the United States, as well as regular fare and luxury TWA ambassador service here and abroad. Well, how you doing, Nellie?
Oh, I'm the most surprised person in the world tonight.
Look, they're just hanging on to Talmadge down here for dear life. Well, we know that the new year is getting off to a good start for you with the release of your newest Columbia record, Muchly Verily. Now, it'll be a pleasant surprise to you to learn, though, that Hazel Bishop has arranged with Mr. Glenn Wallach, president of Capitol Records, to honor you by reissuing your record album, Real Gone. And, of course, you have that wonderful record, Real Gone Guy, in there. And they're going to put behind it the full promotion it had in its original release. And honoring your mom and dad, Nellie, who worked so hard during your childhood to give you the chance you deserved, we've had the old piano you first practiced on shipped here to Hollywood. There it is, Nellie, over there. Oh, there's a wonderful plaque on it that has some mighty wonderful words on this plaque, a gold plaque. And speaking of your father and mother, Hazel Bishop is presenting them with this beautiful 21-inch screen Westinghouse television set that provides unsurpassed clarity and brilliance with three-way picture perfection. You can be sure of its Westinghouse. And this is for Mommy and Dad, too, a 12-foot Amana freezer with a 430-pound capacity manufactured in the century-old Amana colonies in Amana, Iowa. Now, that should make Mom and Dad very happy, don't you think, Nellie?
Very happy.
So that this experience may live with you always, Hazel Bishop is giving you a 16-millimeter sound film of this program, you see, and a wonderful new Movie Mite 16-millimeter projector. The new Movie Mite sound projector can be set up in your home in 3 minutes and gives you high-fidelity sound and picture. Now, you can have movies at home with your Movie Mite and play over this very show. And furthermore, as a personal tribute to you, and in lasting remembrance of your appearance here, here is an appropriately engraved, beautiful Bulova diamond wristwatch from America's great watch manufacturer, Bulova. Beautiful diamond Bulova watch. There you are. And here is a pin making you a member of one of the world's most exclusive. This is just part of the nice little trimmings around it. It's a lovely watch. Here is a pin making you a member of one of the world's most exclusive clubs, the honored members of who have appeared on This Is Your Life. There you are. And finally, here you are. It's in there, and you can wear it forever. God bless you. And finally, Hazel Bishop has one last surprise in store for you, Nellie. From Lake Charles has come an official representative of the Honorable T.C. Price, Mayor. She's the director of the Lake Charles Little Theater, your dear friend, Miss Rosa Hart. And here she is.
Look at all the things I bring you, the messages, the telegrams, everything. And best of all, honey, the key to the city and the key to our heart.
Well, bless your heart. And Miss Hart, how wonderful of you. They're all, by the way, aren't they all watching back there in Lake Charles? A big television set has been put up by the...
At the City Hall, a big television set's been there, and they're all watching and looking at you and wishing you all the good luck for the new year and the rest of your life.
Isn't that really, really great? Well, thank you, Miss Rosa Hart. There are just millions of telegrams there. Your dad and mother has one there, Mayor Price, the whole gang. Thank you. And thank all of Nellie's friends, we do. And we'll celebrate the new year at a gala party Hazel Bishop has arranged in your honor, Nellie, right after our program. This is your life, Nellie Lutcher. We've relived it with pride. You've set an inspiring example, not only to your own friends and neighbors, but to all Americans. We'll all be there to see you open at the Oasis here in Los Angeles on the night of January 5th, eh? Until then, Nellie Lutcher, Happy New Year, goodbye, and may God bless you. Well, have your family and friends around your television set next week for one of the most exciting This Is Your Life shows you've ever seen. Till then, so long, Happy New Year. From Hazel Bishop, No Smear Lipstick. So long, everybody. Goodbye.
This is Your Life. It's directed by Axel Gruenberg, produced by Alfred Pastel and Axel Gruenberg for Ralph Edwards.